Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to bring you the tutorial for the project I made for the Stampin' Dreams blog hop, and the theme was Halloween, and I made this cute little box with the All Hallows Night Suite. Hallows Night Magic Suite. I always get it wrong. Hallows Night Magic Suite. So I have used the cobweb embossing folder there on the lid, and I've used the dies and the stamps to create this Halloween box. So I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to make it Christmas. So I'm going to do the same thing, but just change a few items. So I'm going to use the snowflake embossing folder to give us some snowflakes, and instead of the bats, I'm going to use our So Many Snowflakes dies and create some snowflakes there. I'm still going to use these dies here because I think they're really pretty, but I will be taking my sentiment from Snowflake Wishes. Okay, so I am going to do the cutting in front of you because there's some 16ths, and I know some people don't like 16th, but I want to show you how sort of easy it is. So we have got I've got a scrap there for 2 scraps for snowflakes and the white panel. Okay, and then this panel is for the lid, and this one's quite easy. This is 4.5 by 2 3/4, and no, it's not. I'm looking at the wrong box. It's 4.5 by 6. I turned the page. So it's 6 by 4.5. So that's for the lid. And then for the base, I'm going to cut the base out of this. I'm going to use Balmy Blue for this. I thought that was quite a nice sort of frosty sort of colour. And we need this at 6 7/16 by 4 11/16. And I know you're probably thinking, what? Jez, really? But 6 7/16. 7/16 is almost 8/16, and 8/16 is a half. Okay, so there we are at 6.5. You just come back to that little one there, and that gives you it. Okay, I kind of measured it so that it would fit this lovely die here, and you always end up with a 16th coming off so that the lid fits the base. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is, and there's nothing I can do about that. And then we've got 4 11/16. Well, that's one shorter than 12/16, and 12/16 is 3/4. Okay, so 4 3/4. So come back that one line there, which gives you 11/16. So it is as easy as that. Obviously, if your trimmer doesn't have these markings, then what can I say? Buy this one. My shop details are down below. That's all I can say. Oh dear. So for the base, we are going to score at 1 inch on all 4 sides. So easy peasy. 1 inch on all 4 sides. I've made loads of boxes like this, and that's that. And then for the lid here, we are going to score at, it's 4 1/4. I'm not sure if I said 4.5. A bit of me thinks I might have said 4.5. It's 4 1/4 by 6. And we're going to score it 3/4 on all 4 sides. And I am putting the score marks in now before I put it through the embosser, because I just thought that might be a little bit easier. Okay, so that's our scoring done. So I'm going to emboss this with the snowflake embossing folder. So it does fit in here nicely, so that we get some nice lot of snowflakes all the way over it. And it looks pretty. Okay, so I'm going to get that embossed. So there we have it. Embossed. We can just about see our lines there. There we go. So I shall give them a score. Got a feeling I might have actually scored them before I embossed as well, but no matter, this is okay. It's not flattening it particularly. So there we go. But I might have done that before I scored. Who knows? So then we just fold and burnish these bottom ones. And then we are going to snip up. I always go the inside of the score line, and then we notch and notch. I like to rotate. That's just me. Doesn't really matter so much on one this size, but when you've got a really small one, it is, I think, really important to rotate, because otherwise you end up with too much bulk. Really don't like cutting in that direction. There we go. And then the same for this one. Bit harder to see. Especially when you're not wearing your glasses. But yeah, I do recommend burnishing before you emboss. I think that might give a crisper score line. There we go. That's that done. And then either something like tear and tape, our new Stamp and Seal Plus, or Tombow, a strong glue, to do these edges. I'm going to use my fast fuse. I've still got some. I may never run out, to be honest. Well, I will eventually, won't I? So it is made up quite quick. Do love these. I do love lidded boxes. That's got on there. Rub off. So then we just put the sides up. Cut line to meet the crease. And there's quite a nice little size, this box. So it's sort of like 4.5 inches by 3 3/4, 2 3/4 even. Yep, 4.5, 2 3/4, and it's 1 inch deep. So quite a nice size. Could get quite a lot in there. Bit of jewellery. Just some goodies for the Christmas table, or something else. Now I'm going to do the decoration on here before I make the box up, because I'm just double checking that I've done the right size. Yeah, because it's easier to stick it on something flat. So what we need to do to decorate, we bring that in so you can see it. I am going to cut some balmy blue. got some balmy blue too. So, love these layers. They're so nice. Dump it that way. One of them that way. One that way, but I want to do some stamping, and I probably want some snowflakes as well, and I might stamp a snowflake as well. So we're going to go, I think these lily ones, that might be too big. Yes, I think we might have that one and that one. I might cut a couple of those out and sort of layer them. I'm going to try that one. I think it'll be too big, but we'll try it. And actually, that will definitely be too big, so I won't be stamping after all. So I want to stamp my sentiment on there. So I was thinking of going for Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas, because I think, yep, that just fits in side there quite nicely. And then I thought we might go for a bit of snow flurry around it. So I get that snow flurry, and I might sort of put it in the two opposite corners, a bit like has happened there with that frame, which I really like, that frame. So have a bit of that, have a bit of that. That wasn't very good. There we go. So I'm going to take my balmy blue, and we'll stick your finger right in the ink, Jess. So that's going across there. Beautiful. So that's going to get cut out of that middle there. So I want snowflakes on those opposite corners, I think. So, oh, I'm going to go off. There we go. Nice. And then down the bottom there. Move that down there. Yep. I think that'll do. Might do a little bit on there. Could have gone a bit higher, but I think that'll be okay. So I'm going to get these die cut out, and then we'll assemble the box. So there we are. I cut out a couple of white snowflakes as well, and some duplicates, because I thought they might look nice. So I'm going to put that on there like that, and I think that's too big. I wasn't sure when I was cutting it out, but I think that one is too big, so I'll save that. I've got a pot on my desk where I put die cuts if I've got extra die cuts, so that'll go in there. I've got one that's just for snowflakes because I have cut them out. Now that does overlap a little bit, but I think it will be okay. And we'll put that little one up there, and then what I thought I might do is layer a white one on top. And then we've got these lovely blue gems that I might put in the middle. think that would work really well. So let's get this stuck down. So got my tumbler that I've decanted into a smaller pot. I find it's easier on smaller areas, and I don't use too much because you don't actually need an awful lot of tumbler. It's a very strong glue. Bit of wigglage there to get it in the right place. I think that's fine. So this is where I need my little nib. Just gonna do a few dibs and dabs, and then line the middle up and have the prongs going out in the gaps. They do line up quite well, so quite like that. I'm going to stick my block on there for a second. Do the same on this one. A few dips and dabs. And this one, trying to line the middle up. A little bit fiddlier this one, but we do get there in the end. So now I'm going to stick that on there. I'm going to put this on there first. No, I'm not, because I'm going to stick that up on dimensionals. So I will stick this on there. So some of these bigger bits, and in the middle. So don't want it to go over the words, so it will go off slightly, but I think we will get away with that. Yep. So I am really building up my collection of Christmas cards and Christmas boxes, and who knows who will be allowed, if anybody, to visit on Christmas. I am hoping we're not going to have the Christmas we planned, because Ed's sister and husband can't come over from Turks and Caicos, so we won't be having them, which is a shame. But hopefully my boys will be getting here, and hopefully Ed's mum. So we can get some dimensionals on the back of that. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to stick these on before I do this. No, I'm going to stick it on afterwards. Sticking on something with dimensionals is not that tricky, I don't think. There we go. Yes, I always like to make some Christmas favours. So, and I always like to wrap presents up nicely so that they look good even without opening them, so you're excited even before you've opened it. There we go. That fits on there lovely. You don't need any thumb hole because there's a 1/4 inch there, so it's easy enough to get off. So let's get our dimensionals. Going to put one in each corner so it's got some stability. And I'll stick one in the middle. I think that will be enough. So get them off. Just press down, and then they'll lift up. And then all we need is those little blue gems to finish it off. And then we can compare, see the difference between Halloween and Christmas. I just like to show the versatility of your stash. Don't like a one-trick pony. Like them to be able to do plenty of different projects. Yep, we'll have that. One in the middle there. One in the middle there. I was trying to decide if I wanted some on there. I think I do. One on there. One on there. And then we need stick a random one on, because do I want that over the eye? I just want to yeah, put it over the eye there. There, you've got to have odd numbers. It's a rule. Don't know who made the rule up, but I think they're right. So there we have it. That's our Halloween version, and that's our Christmas version. I love them, and I shall make a few more of those, so everybody's got one on the table, I think, and this will be winging its way to a small person for Halloween. Yeah, so hope you like them. Hope you go and take a look at the blog and go and hop and see what everybody else has done. I will link to the blog hop in this blog post, and yeah, check out my shop if you wish to buy anything. These are just gorgeous. I love these dies. Don't you see the little detail? Just stunning. Okay, see you again soon. Bye.